Buddy, we're going to go straight on in to game 3. We're going to cut away from our... Yeah, exactly. Sound effects and everything. Lacoste, beautiful stuff. Because the draft is speeding along. I went out for 2 minutes to say hello to the NA casters who have just arrived. And we're already 3 picks in. Let's do this quickly. Venge, Grim, Dazzle, Slark, Beastmaster, Phantom Assassin, Kotl, Medusa. Medusa's banned! Yes! Undying and Chen removed by both of these teams.
What do you mean Medusa's banned? We have Terrorblade against Anti-Mage game. And finally, Centaur being picked up. I think this hero is kind of must ban or pick. Brings so much to the table. It can be played at multiple roles.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, Magnus AM Bane. Okay, Gambit. I see where you're going. Tusk with Silencer, Centaur, Terrorblade. Looking pretty standard for them. Tusk, Silencer. Centaur and Silencer can both swap around in their roles depending on what FNG wants to play.
And Centaur as well. He played Centaur position 5 yesterday. So it's definitely FNG. No, it's definitely Biver on Tusk.
Yeah.
And they played 2 games of Silencer as an offlane so far, but having a Centaur and Tusk as a combo just feels so good. And FNG played Silencer yesterday as well in 1 or 2 games.
Snowball into Stomp. Even just shards into Stomp can set up for some good stuff. Now, Gambit. They were in...
You forgot the best part, sorry, Gary. Tag team plus Retaliate.
Oh, yeah.
Slow and extra damage.
Oh, yeah. Very big. So, Gambit, they were the guys that, that took down Empire with their Terrorblade against Anti-Mage. What can they do differently, or what can they learn from that series to make Anti-Mage work against Terrorblade in this game?
Different item build.
Radiant team.
So no Skadi?
Yeah.
No Skadi.
Need to lock down TB with your Abyssal / Basher. And they have a Dragonite, so 1 more core that scales with the Empower extra damage, plus he has a splash against TB illusions, an extra stun for him so he can't use the Sunder. So far looking good. They might... I don't know if they want to commit for Magnus as an offlane. Panda's the one last ban from Team Spirit.
Yeah, I guess what they could do is have Dragonite offlane that we've seen from a couple of these CIS teams.
Not a big fan.
You don't like it too much?
No.
Even with the Magnus?
Nah.
Okay.
Just feel so bad. I think Dragonite can work from the offlane, but you benefit so much more if you get the XP and the gold, and there's the offlane, even more combo, Magnus, and what did they ban as the last hero? I didn't see on the side of
Monkey
Gambit.
King.
Monkey? Yeah, I feel like OD would have been a better ban.
Yeah, I guess they didn't want the Monkey against the Dragonite, but OD is just as bad, it feels like, quite often. Well, there we have it. Draft against draft. King or Magnus, Dahak Anti-Mage with Vanskor on the Bane, Alpha Ninja Dragon Knight, and, of course, Afterlife, the Darkseer. What are your feelings on Darkseer this patch? So we've seen a little bit of it coming back, especially against Anti-Mage and these illusion carries.
I don't know about Darkseer. I'm still not fully sold out. The hero works... you know what I like about Darkseer? I love the Spirit Breaker Darkseer combo. That I like, definitely, but...
uncapped movement speed.
Other than that, yeah. It just feels like an old Darkseer hero. So a couple of buffs, but... the problem about this hero is he's really unfun to play, at least for me. Like, if I random Darkseer in a pub, I would rage so hard.
Just go jungle.
Just get a Quelling Blade, Midas, Echo Saber, Radiance.
Yep, you need a Shadow Blade in there as well, I think. Honestly, I think the funnest way I've seen Darkseer played, this was quite some time ago, and it was, I forget the name of the damn team. It was a Vietnamese team that was playing in sort of like Tier 2 Southeast Asian Dota. And they played position 4 Darkseer. And he ran from lane to lane, ion shelling. He'd go bottom, ion shell like a Night Stalker or something, run middle, Ion Shell his Ember Spirit, run top, Ion Shell his PL, and then he'd like go jungle, stack and pull and stuff like this.
Same thing again. Have you FN?
Is this on purpose then?
Probably.
Alpha Ninja, interesting linguistics there.
You know what hero I didn't see in a pro match so far? Night Stalker.
Yeah, me neither. I randomed it, not last night, or maybe, no, 2 nights ago, I randomed it in an all-pick game. Thankfully it was unranked, dear lord. It's actually kind of fun. It's actually kind of fun.
Because you randomed it during the night. That's why.
I mean, the day-night phases feel a little awkward. And his ulti is such a long cooldown. You know, finding a slot for him and finding an item build to actually fit into a pro game seems reasonably improbable. Anyway, lineups, they've picked their heroes. Hester Joe is the Centaur, 9 the OD in the mid lane. FNG will be playing the Silencer with Biver and Skitter, the Tusk and the Terrorblade. The Terrible 2 down at bottom lane with Vanskor scouting top, Bane and Magnus hunting Hester Joe, and already looking to pressure him away from the creep wave so it doesn't... Wait, they're blocking it.
He needs the TP.
They're blocking it themselves. What's going on? Why is Radiant blocking the dire creep wave? Deary me. Dark is up here on the anti-mage as the creep wave meets in the place it's meant to. That's some funny stuff. Like, why do they not want the creep wave down here? I literally...
Makes no sense.
I literally don't understand. Well, that's just happened, I guess. You know, a bit of fun from Gambit. So they set their tri lane up top. King R is going to block the camp at the back. So a TP to try and help out Hester Joe will not be able to pull and reset the lane equilibrium. And it looks like they've got the lane to drop back regardless of the blocking shenanigans. So bottom lane, let's take a quick look. We've got Afterlife Darkseer with Biver FNG holding the line. Literally, the door has been shut and the Darkseer is locked out. Skitter's Terrorblade is a little further back and they finally TP Biver top.
And the thing is, they can't kill anything on the bottom lane since Tusk TP'd out, so Silencer is just gonna keep harassing. It's a free lane for Terrorblade, and it looks like a free lane for Anti-Mage on top.
For now, it most certainly is. Empowering up Vanskor, the tag team from Biver, whacks into King R. And Hester Joe a little bit worried about this Bane hitting into him. And how's mid lane going then? DK 7-5, OD 5-5. For the first, 4 levels? It's pretty even.
Yeah, it is. Once they get more levels, OD is gonna keep using Astral more often, get more denies, more last hits, and this Dragon Knight is not gonna have any mana. Oh, he's also forced to bring a flask, pop the mango, get the last hit, needs to put 2 points in Dragon Blood, considering he has no mana. There's a double damage on bottom.
Tag team onto King R with the stomp, lots of damage, and Centaur dead.
Yeah,
3v2
damage. What is that? 150 damage per hit if there's a tag team.
That's pretty significant. Pretty big. Yeah, he's got some stacks back up as well. Taha feeling the pain a little bit now as they come in with another tag team. Centaur and Biver on this Tusk, both running very low on mana. Who's this back here? So King R is going to be stacking jungle, it looks like, for the DK. Has he just about missed that? Yeah. He cancelled the animation on the hit. Unfortunately, will not get the stack as Biver hunted down. Nice shards block out Vanskor. And there's the tip from the Bane. They've left the Darkseer alone down bottom. He's got Mango to pop the Surge. There's no stuns down here either, so it looks like Darkseer reasonably happy to get up in their faces and use as much of his regen as he can.
Yeah, so far the game not that interesting in terms of kills, what we usually see from CIS scene.
Well, someone in chat has just said they don't understand why no one is buying Necronomicon on Tusk. Well, let me tell you now, Biver on Team Spirit does nothing but buy Necronomicon on Tusk. What is it? Brown Boots Bracer?
Every single game. Brown Boots, Stick, a Bracer, And then he gets Belt of Giant Strength and upgrades it to Necrobook.
Yep, every single game. You're absolutely right. The damage you get from it is ridiculous. FNG. That's level 2 Ion Shell. And it's getting a little bit spicy. Magnus is even joining the fray down here as well. And all of these lanes starting to settle themselves down. Both TB and AM very even in farm. TB ahead in terms of denies. Just the way that the lanes have worked out with him having a completely free lane. And then we've got DK and OD very, very close together. But the one big difference maker from what we can see here is that Centaur is doing okay in the top lane, whereas Darkseer is struggling. And he might be struggling more with the way it's going, dying down bottom lane to that Metamorphosis.
Yeah, no intelligence stolen, sadly. When you play this is one of the scenarios where I don't like to have Silencer or just play him. There's a Terror Blade in your team, so you're not going to get a lot of kills anyway, and there's no way to slow them down. Oh, FNG, quick fingers.
Oh, he's getting bounty runes. 3 of them for Team Spirit. 4.
We saw yesterday when Team Spirit played a tri-lane with the Silencer, so there's a lot of action, and you benefit so much from just playing there, crippling especially the intelligence heroes, since they lose spell amp, they lose damage.
And right now he's just a barrier. He's just a zoning tool for this Darkseer. Well, would you like to see FNG go up top? Help out Hastajo, deal with the... Can he deal with the anti-mage? It's a difficult ask.
He can go top if they swap TB top.
Dahak forcing the tag team just to blink away. And FNG has come in mid. I think he's been spotted there. Pings are coming out from Afo, saying that the ward has... Yeah, they've got a ward watching over, so they've seen the Silencer move in. 9 does start to take control of the mid lane, though, now, as we've hit that kind of level 5+ mark. 2-2-1-1 is the build from 9 as he gets the D ward as well. Back towards top for a sec, though, as the tag team on King R forcing the skewer to go further south, and they switch targets onto the Bane. Vanscore getting ripped apart, and the stomp will land. The damage lacking, though. Not enough to finish him off, and Biver in trouble, trapped in between 3 different heroes. Sprinting off to the left-hand side, Courier comes in, glyphs, and gives us a nice little show over our heads. And still, Tusk takes a tumble, and Hastajo left yet again, all on his own.
Yeah, the mid lane is going fine for them. OD even has 1 point in Sanity Eclipse. 3 null talismans. Pretty standard build. Is gonna get the Tranquil Boots. It's more popular. Stun from Dragonite. He's low on mana.
Oh, 9. And he does have Biver coming in from the side. And that will just stop the aggression. As they've got themselves a shrine. Yeah, exactly. Pinged out, and they'll fall back on that for 9. At least in the meantime. I think Hastajo probably wants to get involved and get in on the action of the shrine. He's going to walk himself all the way across. Vanscore wants to stop it, but I don't think the speedy man will be able to get there. In the meanwhile, Biver gets a bit of free time mid just to leech some experience. Close in on that level 6 mark. As yet again, Team Spirit, slight advantage in the laning stage. Terrorblade with 32 denies.
Do the math, Gary. How much gold is it?
I mean, what is it, like 6 or 7 per creep?
7
per creep?
9 or 7 to 8.
I think 7 is like the average that I have in my, like off the top of my head, that's like the number I'd go to. So it's what, 7 times 3?
Yeah, that's more than 200 gold.
230 gold or something? Yeah. It's getting up there. That's a couple of salves. You know, it's pretty good. Are we going? Is Tranquil Boots actually the
build on OD?
The build on OD?
Yeah, I like it because you don't have to go heal ever once you get it. Since you're attacking, it still gives you regen, unless you're the one who's getting attacked.
Yeah. And a haste rune as well for 9. Oh, this could be really big for them if they're able to catch Alpha Ninja mid. He does have double bracer, but 9 arrives. Quick banish as he sends him to the Nether Realm. Biver's arriving as well, a little slower than maybe they would have liked, but I think 9 commits for this with the haste and the racking up of the intelligence to clear up the DK. One more tap from Biver with the tag team. Finally brings him to his knees. I'm getting a little bit skittish about these other lanes, though, like FNG down bottom. Forcing the surge on the Darks here as he sprints on out of there. But top lane as well, Hestajo's getting bullied by Vanskor. He's lacking mana on the Bane, so they jump in with Dahak. Retaliate, popped. A lot of damage back the way of the anti-mage. A lot of damage into the anti-mage. And with Bivra arriving, Vanskor's in trouble here. The tag team, the shards, that's perfectly enough to find 2 kills at top. Centaur retaliate though, Lacoste. Whew.
He got the damage from the retaliate, and the Centaur is maxing it, so he hits like a truck. Mid lane.
Oh, 9. Oh, he's got a fairy fire. Touch it. Play with it. No? Accepts his death.
He could have tried to play with it. I think he might have.
Maybe his mum told him to
there,
not play with it anymore.
What?
His mum told him to not play with it anymore. It's taking up too much of his time, so he's left the fairy fire alone for now. But yeah. Maybe he has time to get another Astral there, maybe not. Oh, Snowball return with a counter spell. That's an interesting...
Yeah, you're right.
They think he's coming! I would have...
What?
What? Bivra... Yeah. So, right, hang on.
You asked me yesterday about the interaction.
I know.
This is not what I had in mind.
We both thought it was like Lotus Orb. But it's not.
I mean, it's basically an Aghanim, old Aghanim Scepter from Anti-Mage. So it's Lotus Orb plus Lincoln Sphere.
So it shows the...
It shows... once they hit each other, the snowball goes to the one who used it.
But it doesn't actually put AM in a snowball. Yeah, that's weird stuff. Real weird stuff. Levels...
Maybe Anti-Mage blanked out of the snowball. I don't know.
Who knows? But look at that. Terrorblade net worth. 5.3k. A good 1,300 ahead of the Anti-Mage, with OD now leapfrogging over Dahak as well.
Oh, and he just got the tower on the bottom lane.
And that metamorphosis for another 15 seconds. Probably going to clear out this creep wave, go back through the jungle. And he's probably going to end up back here, honestly. Come back and farm a little deeper on his own side of the map. The Skitter will fall away. I've got a bit of pressure with the catapult and the illusion. Tiny bit of damage goes the way of the tier 2. The Gambit right now feels like they need to make a move, but they also need to defend the anti-mage at the same time. Who's their playmaker? I mean, Dragon Knight, I guess, is the one guy that's got to go around causing havoc.
Yeah, but it's hard. They just want to drag this game as much as possible. Darkseer's the one who's been sacrificed at the bottom lane. Anti-Mage has a lot of farm, and I love this kind of an item build when you have position 4 Magnus who's just following you, using Empower on you, so you get the Vlads to tank up a little bit and gives you enough mana. Good global.
Cancels the grip. 9 kept alive. They're going to stampede forward, and then Astral setting up for a punch and a stomp, but the Nightmare stops Hestajo Rotten from coming in. The Sandy's Eclipse will clear through 1 as 9 escapes with 70
Fairy
HP.
Fire.
He has a Fairy Fire. He's got to touch it soon, or else it'll start shriveling away, and he's going to have to sell it off. FNG dies off to the side as Affinj does at least get a trade back, but you've lost your AM and your Magnus. And Anti-Mage dead for 20 seconds means he's off the map and not farming for 20 seconds. So a nice little sigh of relief from Team Spirit.
So OD with the Tranquil Boots. Don't get hit, don't get hit. Nicely done by 9.
Yeah, very good at not getting hit. And he's got his Kaya. Move into the 4 staff, finish the Yasha Kaya.
And our boy Ivan Skorojevic on Bane. No boots, no windlace. He's sometimes, man.
Is he Croatian? Is he Croatian?
No, I remember Skorojevic from, I think, one of the Russian books, maybe Anna Karenina. I don't know. Just rings a bell in my head. So he's not gonna get boots anytime soon. Like, it's so hard to play in a team where your position 5 is not greedy at all. You're basically playing with 4 heroes. It's not just about him not having boots. He can't move fast around the map. He can't D-ward. He's always dying. He can't be using Nightmare because his positioning needs to be good, but then you have less move speed.
Bivra. Oh. escaping with a magic stick, helping him out there, refilling that mana pool.
Radiant structures
Anti-Mage
are
can't get the mana void on him. But yeah, you know, I think one of the biggest comparisons, or oh, nice deny, Alpha Ninja takes it out. You know, you look at like Team Secret, for example. Oh, they're going to grip up Centaur. That's a nice little pick-off. If they can finish him off, they've got the Dragon Tail, but the Global over the top. Hester Joe gets the stomp, stampedes away. Is he high? Is he safe? Is he gone? He's got no mana for TP right now, and Alpha Ninja with another Breathe Fire. He's looking for it. He's given up.
He's just gonna TP back home. The phase boots plus a Quelling Blade get him to safety. And FNG, man, it feels like Team Spirit is playing by the rules that they set up by themselves. So Silencer, fast mech, Okay, let me get Silencer. If it's an offlane Silencer, always mech. If it's position 5 Silencer, straight into mech, no other items.
We even saw him in one of the games, no boots.
No boots, just mech.
Just mech. It was pretty funny. Oh, they're clashing around bounty runes, hey? Nice little grab on Vanskor. And the shards block off one of the paths that Darkseer wanted to take, but he still will surge and get himself away. Can they keep vision? Nah, he's gone. Level 4 surge all the way to the north, cutting through the trees as well. Perfectly fine. But yeah, back to Vanskor. I think one of the biggest comparisons that I've kind of made, you know, Puppey, for example. The farm distribution on Team Secret is such that it looks like Yapzor is getting a hell of a lot of farm because he takes it away from the cores. Puppey still gets a good amount, but players like mid one especially give up a lot so that Yapzor can get farm. But Puppey always has that one item, a Glimmer or a Force Staff or something, a Solar Crest, anything like that, whereas someone like Vanskor gets literally nothing. Absolutely no items, and it can make a big difference as the games progress into 25, 30 minutes. That one utility item can save team fights for you.
Yeah, that's true. If you have, as mentioned, Glimmer Cape or anything, especially on these squishy cores that need to have want to survive, it's always so good. You can change the whole team fight just having a Glimmer Cape on your position 5. Anti-Mage building towards... Okay,
oh, the RP to save Dahak.
Something.
And they had the tag team and the Necro Book, but there's no mana left now for the Tusk. Biver can't really save Hester Joe anymore. We're going to have to leave him to die. Surging. Alpha Ninja. Dragon Tail in a couple of secs. Biver into the trees. Snowball is ready now. Things are getting awkward, though, as he runs completely dry on mana. Shockwave to his death as Dahak claims the life.
I'm not sure if the Global was ready or not. It's ready now. They definitely needed to use it in the previous fight, but the biggest winner of this is TB. Like, look at this hero. Manta style, 3 raid bans. We still didn't see a clash with TB.
Yeah, and he has meta ready right now. He's aiming towards Dragonlance next as that bit of a bridge item. It gives him that nice additional range against DK. A surging Darkseer, and of course, Anti-Mage with the Blink. You very often want a gap closer, whether it's Hurricane Pike or Blink, on a TB to catch up with heroes like AM. Smoke from Team Spirit, and here we go. They want to try and hit this hard. They're going to go for the Roshan take. Seems a little risky. I guess they know that RP is down for 40 seconds after that top
no
fight.
Dragon form as well. I don't think Gambit can fight into this. Magnus is not even there. They're just gonna give up.
Vanskor has boots, but I think he's going to be using them to run away from the Roshan pit and not run into... Oh, I might just be wrong. There's Roshan claimed. And yeah, Gambit are looking to hold their high ground and maybe fight if Team Spirit overreact and try and play too aggressively. Gambit not committing to anything just yet, though, as Anti-Mage shifts down to bottom for the tier 1. Has a TP scroll ready in his inventory. Skitter just keeps pressuring mid, though.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Vanskor.
Who's he found? It's 9. Hester Joe. In return, we'll jump and stomp and slay the Bane.
There was literally no one around. He used the grip on a target that has ages. That's really bad play. And look at the Centaur. 13 retaliate charges, this man hits so hard, almost 400 damage. That's one of the ways to siege with the Centaur.
Oh, smoke breaks immediately, and Alpha Ninja is in on to FNG. They're back to the wall, and the RP catches 3, but it's basically the supporting cast here as Biver and Hestajo try and go for the TP out. No fucking way! He survived! He just TP straight out in the middle of all of them. Not a care in the world. So Team Spirit expend how many? 3 ultis to kill off 2 supports.
It's still a decent timing on a Blink Dagger on this position for Magnus, plus some mana boots, and he's not farming. He's following his anti-mage, stacking a little bit, so he's getting that 30% of the gold from stacks. Anti-mage, I feel like this is a good choice from AM. He might still go back to Battle Fury if he feels like it, but not necessarily. If Magnus is just gonna follow him around, he might get different items.
He's looking for a solo kill on 9 right now. Trying to clear the illusions, trying to deal with the anti-mage best he can. Team Spirit, they're coming in hot. Cavalry arriving. Dahak has surrounded 9, and then they come with a global silence. 9 trying to retreat. He turns, he fights with Hestajo there. Kills off Dahak quite simply. And now Vanscore's in trouble as the TB reigns supreme. Clearing Gambit up one by one. They will fall.
Man, that is so greedy from the Hawk. He killed him once, try to kill him twice, know that there's a global silence. OD had a 4-staff ready, plus Astral. No way you're getting that kill. Even if you get the kill, your whole team is gonna die. RP is gonna be ready in 30 seconds. They should just try to play around RP.
See if they can. Someone in chat said that you're probably right, that you can just blink out of Snowball with AM if it's been reflected back. So you don't have to follow it. Animation plays, there is no stun, you just blink out.
So you need to have a blink, otherwise you're gonna get fucked if, if you're in a snowball.
Tier 2, middle lane. Getting claimed by Team Spirit. Gambit by their Eastern Shrine. A nice grip onto the Centaur. He got his Stampede off, but not enough distance away from that Bane. As the Fiend's Grip will always catch you, even if you look out of range.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Blade
attack.
Mail now up for Hestajo. As Gambit group up as 4 down bottom, they've popped this Dragon form, so they want to try and get some kind of value out of it. King R with the Blink RP. Vanscore off to the west, and they've got Vacuum Wall on this Darkseer as well. So the combo is potentially here with the splash damage from the Red Dragon. If Team Spirit come and filter through one by one to try and merge onto this tower, Gambit could pick them off.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And just a tower taken, nothing else. No real commitment. Gambit lining their pockets with a bit of extra pocket money.
Even though he died 3 times, Anti-Mage still keeping up with the TB. TB definitely has an upper hand. They took more towers, and they took what, Roche once, so more gold, and he's farming faster. But I feel like if Anti-Mage can get a Butterfly, a Basher, it's still good for him. He just needs to play with the team. Darkseer is gonna have a Guardian Greaves, so he can initiate or counter-initiate when there's a global silence used. They just need a Blink Dagger, and they can pull off a really good combo with the mag.
Here comes Team Spirit, though. Smoked up as 5.
Dire are scanning.
The full squad, the full unit's coming, and they've scanned Gambit. They see the Darkseer, they blink, they catch, and this should be a simple kill. I think 9 wants to look for more. They know that Afterlife is dead. Even though he's dropped the Vacuum Wall, they go onto Vanscore and take him out as a bonus kill. Roshan not near spawning just yet. Another 2.5 minutes there until the fast spawn. So Team Spirit will have to come back, defend their base, as they don't really have any objectives to take top or mid. Creep waves are miles away from the Radiant side.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, dodge that wall.
Radiant's middle tower
Go the
is
long
under
way
attack.
round.
Dire's top
Nothing
tower
inside
is
the pit
under
there,
attack.
9. He is still dead.
But it's so hard to play anti-mage into TB. Even if you get that that butterfly. What, TB is level 16, so no reflection cooldown yet. But you need to save your Mantha once you blink in after reflection to get rid of it. And also you need to be able to get rid of the global silence, so you need to use it properly. Dragon Knight, I love the build. Blink into Heaven's Halberd against OD, who doesn't have a BKB yet.
Anti-mage very close to Butterfly as well. They've surged up Alpha Ninja, and he is going straight in. RP, whoa, is that a snowball save? Did the RP go off? No, he still has it. RP is still there, but he dies before he gets to cast it properly. The globals come out to play, and Alpha Ninja's in trouble. 9, though. Oh, the Sunder! No, it doesn't. Does not keep the OD alive. Skidder will stampede away to safety. Dragon will take him down as Alpha Ninja clears up the Terror Blade. OD's gone. Silence has stuck. The shards have trapped him in. And Gambit with a team fight win?
Sometimes it's better not to try to go for flashy plays. He sundered and basically killed himself. It's hard to fight into this small area against the Magnus, against the Darkseer. Even though Darkseer died, someone bought back. King R bought back. Yeah, he didn't even use an RP there.
No, we've got the blink cooldown talent. So Dahak makes short work of Tusk. Is this spooky time now for Team Spirit?
Oh man, these teams, you can feel the difference between Tier 1 and Tier 2 scene. They had so much advantage and they just blow it right away.
Yeah, like a 6k net worth lead by about 13, 14 minutes. That's being whittled away, and it's probably going to come down to around 0, yeah. Less than 1k difference between them. As experience shifting up pretty heavily for the Radiant.
Wait, what? Wanscore just bought almost a full 4-staff. Did he get a lot of kills?
He killed an Observer Ward. And he killed Biver, yeah, for like 400 gold. So he was involved in
some bounty runes as well.
He's not died in the last couple of fights. It's been good for Vanscore the past 4 or 5 minutes, hasn't it? He has an item. Almost. Still 900 gold away from the recipe, which is quite a hefty one. But hey, Hester Joe, he's been seen. This one ward. Beautiful bit of vision there onto the Centaur. As Roshan will be another 2 minutes. Long old spawn for the next Roche.
Okay, OD has a BKB now, so no mana burn. He can stand his ground and fight anti-mage. And also save people, has a 4-staff. He shouldn't be focused in the fight. They need to save him. Also, there was a good snowball save, but not enough. Look at this small space. It's like fitting, what, 20 people in...
a clown car.
Exactly. I could have said it better.
I had the image in my head. As soon as you're like fitting people, I was like, clown car. BKB, like you say, for 9. And Team Spirit holding high ground. Gambit. Oh, sneaky. They want to make entry into the Dire jungle. As Dahak shows top on the creep wave. Expected maneuver is for him to kind of farm the outlying camps. So he's going to try and show himself to Team Spirit here. I don't think they want to get too involved with that. So a nice little observer ward there. And I think breaking the smoke on the Dragon Knight as well. So FNG sees it
Good
coming.
Positioning from Hester Joe.
Hello. In they come with the Tusk and the Centaur. They do catch onto one. The Darkseer not down just yet. Gets the Greaves off before falling. The Magnus, though, is in trouble. He's silenced and he's been hit by the Arcane Curse. I don't know who to follow here because the OD's on the Anti-Mage. I think this is probably more important. But no, we swing back to the other side of the fight as Vanscore is found and taken down. A vacuum and a wall will land as King R looks for the RP. 9 is caught and Dahak jumps in. Mana Void. It kills off one. But Dahak is now stuck in the middle as Biver jumps in. Alpha Ninja with a stun saves the AM's life. And Gambit, they lose a couple. They got themselves a nice juicy kill on the OD and another one now on the Centaur. This Dragon Knight is starting to make plays.
They didn't pull off a good combo, but again, a decent trade for Gambit. And they're gonna go into the Roche pit. They have Vlads, so lifesteal is there. They're gonna take Cheese and Aegis. They need to coordinate better. This OD needs to deal damage, but also needs to pop his BKB. So he needs to be careful about positioning because he is the save. He has a 4-staff, he has Astral.
He's got 20 seconds to think about his mistakes. On the naughty step, Mr. OD. Skitter's Terrorblade. Lincoln's... Is that the courier bringing it out? Yes, it is. So no more nasty nightmares and fiend scripts, or even Dragon Tail stuns. Terrorblade at least has some kind of mitigation with Manta Lincoln's.
Look at the vision from Dire. They don't have a single observer ward on Radiant side of the map.
Yeah, I mean
they only have one ward.
Yeah, they've literally got one ward, right?
I want to see how many sentries Vanscore bought.
Lots. I'm going to say 27 by the end of the game. It's probably more. We'll see how long this one goes. Another smoke from Spirit. And these fights, they're so on edge.
Top tower is
One tiny advantage, one tiny mistake, one tiny anything could swing the balance. And look at that, Team Spirit, they smoke out and they realize they don't really know where to go. Like you were saying, they have no vision. They don't know if the enemy are in their jungle, on their shrine, or all the way back on their side of the map, which they actually are.
So Anti-Mage with the Eye of Scotty again. Scotty is fine, so he doesn't get blown up by Sanity's Eclipse, even though he has magical resistance as well. I mean, it goes through the BKB, so he can slow him down, but I would still prefer a Basher, definitely.
And that's what he's aiming for next. Spirit. AM jumps onto Skitter. There's the pop of the Lincolns. The Global going to stop the skewer, but the RP has landed as OD saves up the TB with a quick Astral. A vacuum, but the BKB of OD yet again. You're going to show them that these teamfight combos not going to work out so well, especially with a 6 stomp like that. Aegis is claimed as 9 comes out onto Alpha Ninja. The cheese is already expended, and Anti-Mage needs to get on top of that OD. 9 is down, and Alpha Ninja still surviving through this. Hester Joe's gone. The buybacks start flowing freely now. They've opened the taps, and Team Spirit need to fight back. Skitter's Metamorphosis still has a long way to go, but Gambit have the high ground, and they absolutely know that they can turn back onto Bibba here and try and battle through. Tag team not going to do too much, and Dahak with Alpha Ninja helped out by the vacuum down onto Skitter's TB. They just keep swinging at them.
Man, this TB is dealing no damage. He's just running away. Also, he doesn't have a BKB, so he can't stand his ground and fight. Also, this arm against him, so good. Anti-Mage, what up?
Oh, that counter spell. He was thinking about the Sunder. Now he throws it in. Alpha Ninja gets hit by it, but look at how tanky he is with Greaves and level 4 Dragon Armor. He's got the Dragon Blood Talon as well, and they're all dead. An ultra kill for Dahak. 5 heroes gone from Team Spirit. Terrorblade buys back. But this looks like it's all of a sudden game over.
Alright, we're gonna see how many sentry wards Vanscore bought and how much damage Terrorblade dealt. I feel like it's under 10,000 damage.
Well, we'll find out because GG is called, and there we go. Game 3 goes the way of Gambit. That upper bracket advantage Team Spirit had, it's still technically there, but it's not feeling too hot right now.
Yo, so Gambit 1 game away from qualifying to Katowice in 2019.
Gambit.
I gotta say, I love the item build on Anti-Mage, and Magnus played so well. He just basically, when I say so well, it's not that hard, but he just followed him around, had a nice timing on a Blink Dagger, stacked a lot of camps, and 23, what did you say, 27?
Yeah, I was 4 off. I thought the game would go a little bit longer, you know. 22 sentries from FNG, but you wanted to look at damage of the Terrorblade. Where is Skitter? Damage. He did a bit more than you thought, but still nowhere near the 26, 23, and even like 17 from the Dark Seer.
It felt like he was just trying to position himself...
to not die?
a lot of that damage comes from illusion as well and reflection. So that's not the exact number that I wanted to see.
Let's say he did 6,000 damage with reflection, and he did 3,000 damage with illusion.
All right, man.
Then
you
you're
got my back,
then
Gary.
you're spot on. I think you're exactly right. He did 10,000 damage with right clicks. There we go. Problem solved. Answers have come.
I thought you had the Dota Plus to check the damage. I don't know if.
Oh
you
shit!
can
Yeah, I
actually
do.
see it.
Can I do that?
I probably.
How do? Is there a way to see spells? Question mark? How does this work? I don't know what this does.
Yeah, we're gonna cut into a break, check how this thing works, and we're gonna come back. And when we come back, we're gonna have another good game of CIS Dota.
That's why he's here, by the way.